Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about trading ranges, and this is by far the easiest way to trading, to be really honest with y'all. And it doesn't matter where the market is going, you don't have to even understand that. You don't have to have a bias for trading ranges. You just need to be good at identifying ranges and then confirming the reversals, etc. And that is literally it. You don't need anything else apart from this. You don't have to care about fair value gaps. You don't have to care about order blocks or any of the ICTP array. Just literally ranges, manipulation, and reversal. That is literally it. And in this video, I'm actually going to go over all of these things and you will get to understand how to identify range, how to look for manipulation, I mean how to confirm if this was a manipulation or not, and how to then confirm the reversal and then trade it. So it is going to be covering everything also before starting this video and getting into the strategy. This works on any time frame. Okay, you can use the M5, M15, H1, daily, whatever. But one thing that you need to be careful about is the kill zone. So if you are trading on the lower time frame, you just have to be sure that you are inside the kill zones. So on high time frame, you don't have to care about that, but on low time frame, you need to be really careful about it. All right, so basically, what we are going to be looking for is something like this. So we'll need a range, and it doesn't matter where the market is heading. Doesn't You don't really need to understand that, okay? Once we have a clear range, okay, then something like this, we're gonna be waiting for a run on either side of the market. If it runs lower towards there, your next target is gonna be to the buy side liquidity. And if the opposite happens, you just want to target the sell side liquidity then. All right, so I'm going to explain this with examples. All right, so this is the first example with us. Here you can see that we have a range. Now, what is a range? And I mean, how do we know if this is actually a range or not? So it should have at least two sell side liquidity generated. I mean, two kind of lows that are kind of equal lows are LRs, and it should have generated liquidity at least twice to the buy side. Okay, so if we look into this range right here, we have one high, another one really close to it, another one right here, and another one. So we have like four four highs that are actually generated liquidities, right? And if you look at the sell side here, we have this low, then we have this one near to it, another one near it, then we have these equal lows. So we have enough liquidity on both sides of the markets, right? So we are just going to be waiting for a push on either side of the market and just trade against it. Now, another way to identify your range actually, it actually should be visible if you zoom out. So when you zoom out of the market, it actually should look like a range. For example, if it is something like this, this isn't actually a range. I mean, if we zoom out, it doesn't look like a range. It's just like lows and highs, simple. It isn't actually a range. But when I actually make it go forward like this, okay, here. It now actually, if we zoom out, it looks like a proper range, right? So your range, it should be visible when you zoom it out. That actually suggests that this is actually a great range. I mean, it has enough liquidity, right? So now we are gonna be waiting for a red on either side. We don't need any bias or anything. We just need a red on any side. So if I move this, so we got a red on a low, right? Now, how do we know if price is now going to go to the upside from here or if it is just going to continue down from here? So we actually wait for a close back into the range. So if I move forward here, you can see price closed back into the range. And now if I play this out complete, we go price step that high. Okay. So this is actually how we confirm it, how we identify a range, how we know if if this is like a manipulation or no, our price is gonna reverse or is it gonna continue going lower. This is literally it. Okay. Now now it has created an equal high. Now one more thing to keep in mind is that you need to have a look at the correlated pair. Okay, so this is AUD USD. You want to have a check at NZD USD as well, because sometimes what it is going to do is that NZD is going to take out this high, but AUD won't. So you want to take, you want to keep track of that as well. So if NCD takes out the high and AUD doesn't, you can still like the market can just continue to go lower from it without taking the high. So there's something to keep in mind. This is gonna help you with your TPs, etc. Alright, so now let's go into the next example right here. This is AUD USD again, and we have a range here. So now let's first apply those rules. There are two sell side liquidity generated, two lows here, two highs here, equal highs. So we have enough liquidity on both sides of the market. If we zoom out, it looks like a proper range, right? So now I'm gonna zoom back in. So now this means that it is a confirmed range. Now we are waiting for a red on either side of the market. Okay, so we got a red on the sell side first. So now what we actually are gonna do is that wait for a close back into a range. Now this isn't a close back into a range. Price went up but didn't actually closed in. So we are gonna wait for a close back into the range. Continuation lower, still continuing lower. Now price is going up, but we still don't have a close. Now we have got a close back inside the range. So now we can actually anticipate the market to go into this high. Here price takes out this high but doesn't go to this one. Now this is because NZD USD took out this high. This is why I'm telling you to keep track of the correlated pair, because if you have your TP right here and you're just like not monitoring the correlated pair, then most likely your break even or your stop loss is going to be hit. Now let me show you the NZD USD so that you know that it took out this high. All right, so as you can see that this is that high and NZD USD took it out. So this is why you always want to make sure to check out the correlated pair as well, uh, for your TPs, etc. because this is gonna save you money. And if you don't look, most likely you are gonna either hit break even or your stop loss is gonna be hit. So in my opinion, what you can do the best is that have like alerts on both of the pairs. So you can set alert here on NCD USD and alert on AUD USD. So whichever goes first, just close out your position. Okay. So this is how to actually deal with it. All right, so this is now the next example right here, and it is AUD USD again, and we have two highs, two equal lows. Okay, so that means that we have enough liquidity on both sides of the market. If we zoom out, it definitely looks like a range to me. So yeah, this is now a confirmation that we are in a range. Now we are waiting for a red on either side of the market. No bias, anything, it doesn't matter. So we have a red on the sell side. Now we are waiting for a close back into a range. This is not a close back into a range, as you can see. We should have a strong close. And now we have a close back into a range. Now we have got our drawn liquidity right here, and let's go ahead and see how it rolls up. And here we go. We got our red on that high right here. So you can see how simple this actually is and how amazingly it works. So you can just enter directly when price closes back into a range and just chill and have your TP right here. Make sure to keep a track of the correlated pair as well. Okay, so here's our next example, and it's right after this one actually, when this example was, I mean, when price actually took out this high after this range formation. Now we have another example right here. So we have two highs right here, and we have two highs on this side. So this is actually a range to me. It looks like a very clear range, as you can see here. We have sell side liquidity, I mean, four generated sell side liquidity and like two generated buy side liquidity. So this is like a confirmed range. Also, when we zoom out, it looks like a range. So that's actually confirmation. Now we are looking for a red on either side of the market. Whichever way it happens, we are just gonna counter trade that. So we have a red on the buy side. Now we are looking for a close back, no close back, no close back. Price is going up. So price actually took out this high as well. We are still looking for a close back into this range actually, okay, with the initial range. It is closed now, but not a confirmed one, so I will wait for another. Now it is actually confirmed. Now let's see how it moves on. And here we go. Price takes out the range lows here. So it is really simple, isn't it? Now let's go into the next example with us. Now here is our next example right here, and if you look into this one, we have first high right here, generated liquidity with it, another one with it, another one with it, and then we have these equal highs right here. Okay, so we can see we have enough generated liquidity on the buy side of the liquidity, and then we have enough generated liquidity on the sell side of the liquidity. We have this low, we have this low, we have close, we have another low close to it right here. And if we zoom out, it does look like a proper range as well. So now let's go ahead and see which way. Okay, so we got a red on a high, right? Now we are looking for a close back into a range. Now this is a close back into a range, but I won't actually consider it because if we see market is actually kind of going towards the upside, and we just have this small candle back inside. So we want to see a strong kind of move, okay, into back into a range. So let's make move it forward. And now this is what I will say a confirmed close back into the range. And let's see that if it moves lower after this, I don't know. And yeah, we have it. This strategy is actually applicable on any time frame. You can check out the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, the 1-minute chart. It is applicable on any time frame you want to check, okay, or you want to test it out. And this really is really simple. Now I'll actually show you my examples that I have traded actually, okay, my live examples that I have traded. So let's get into that. All right, so this is a live example that I have traded, and this is Euro USD actually. And if we look into this one right here, we can see a very clear range, right? We have a very clear range. I mean, it can't get any clearer than this. Now, if I move it forward, you can see we got a push to the downside. So this is our manipulation. We can anticipate it to be our manipulation. Now I'm looking for a close back into the range. No close back yet. A close here, right? So this suggests that we are now actually gonna go up, and let's see how it goes. This is like recent price action, very recent. And I I I did talk about it on a live stream of mine, and so if you don't want to like miss out my live streams, I sometimes do it on my Discord, sometimes it's on YouTube. So you wanna make sure to be part of the Discord community. Link is in the description. Also, if you think that this video has helped you in any way, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment if you have any questions, and you can ask me questions in the server as well. So thank you so much for watching the video, and yeah, have a good time.